I'm going through perimenopause and I feel like an alien has taken over my body. Like I almost like I felt when I was pregnant, like this ain't gonna be mine for a while, like, you know. If you're new here, my name's Kim. I make content about GLP-1s. I have a podcast about it. I also talk about perimenopause and being a mom of an autistic kid and a wife of an autistic husband. So if you like that content, hit all these buttons, follow me here for more. I walk in rooms. I have no idea why I was in there or what I was doing. I have horrible insomnia, yet I'm always exhausted. I can't sleep, but I'm always exhausted. Like, how does that make sense? Make it make sense. I'm kind of a salty bitch all the time. I'm not gonna lie. I snap at people constantly, and I hate that. I'm actually pretty sweet, Like, I'm like 20% the Grinch that stole Christmas, but 80% of me is pretty nice, So I started HRT, and I felt like it was helping a little, but I also still have a cycle, so my hormones fluctuate throughout the month. And I found that, like, when I would be, like, the week of my cycle, or the week before, like, leading up to it, I would be like a freaking basket case. Like, literally, like Kim going through puberty all over again, but who decided to make videos crying on the internet. That's not hot. What am I doing? What am I doing? So I was taking the cream, the estrogen and progesterone, and then I was taking DHA, which is supposed to like raise your testosterone like naturally within your body. Did you know that the FDA has not approved for women to take testosterone yet? It's not approved. Like, they don't do enough studies on women after they don't make babies anymore. Like, it's crazy. So I got off the HRT for a few days just because I want to, like, instead of taking both at the same time, I want to figure out which one's working, which one's not. I had Dr. Kat from Winona on the podcast with Kat and I the other night. Podcast. I was sort of asking her about it, like, what's the deal with me when I get on my cycle? And she was like, listen, like, you still have a cycle, so your hormones are going to fluctuate, and you may want to go up in your dose or down in your dose, like, when that is going on. So you got to decide that with your provider, because like it is an exact science, but it's also not an exact science because we're all at like a different phase of perimenopause and our hormones are constantly fluctuating. So she was like, there's plenty of studies to show that like even if they were testing your hormones and stuff, like it's probably going to be wrong because you're always like fluctuating in hormones, especially when you're in perimenopause. And especially if you do still have a cycle, which I still do. Anyway, it's constantly evolving and I'm trying to learn more about it. But the episode we do on the podcast, which will come out in a couple weeks, you should go follow it. We talk all about menopause. We do talk about GLP-1s and how it's related to menopause and how it's helping people in menopause and where it's going. And then we talk about HRT and we dig into that. So like if you're into that kind of stuff, go follow us. It's the plus sides with a Z. I need a nap, bitches. Okay, bye.